Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. So today I have a little success story for you, which I'm very excited to share with you. Now, as per usual, I asked permission for these. Also, hi, if you're new here, I teach manifestation through the law of assumption and through science and through a little bit of like religion every now and again. I will get to that. I've been lacking a little bit on my Bible studies that I've been meaning to do because I really wanted to sit down and dissect it and do all of those things. I had a really interesting conversation with someone today about it. It was just we got to get into that at some point. But today, I just want to make this like a really short video. I want to share a success story of someone who got basically contact, I want to say after a year of not speaking to this person, but we'll get into it. So I'm going to be like paraphrasing because I don't have it like super written down or whatever. And I didn't take the time to like write it out as well. But this person had a really bad falling out with someone, like I said, about a year ago or so. And they have not been seeing them around. They have not been speaking to them. And that's one of those things that I think a lot of people also need to understand and keep in mind. Like, again, everything is in your control. It's in your field of perception. If you don't want to see someone or you don't run into somebody, Jesus, then that will not happen. You can make that happen. I mean, I've done that before. I live in quite a small town and there was this one person. I was like, I don't ever want to see this person ever again. I don't ever want to run into them. And I used to run into them all the time. I never ever saw this person again. And it's been years, okay? Frequent the same places, never seen them again. So they didn't really run into them, didn't really hear from them, and they were like casually thinking about them every now and again, but there was really no proper desire to like reconnect or anything like that. And then they were basically starting to think about this person more often. Now, I don't know exactly, I maybe should have clarified and asked. I don't know exactly if this person has like 100% a view of that nobody has free will but them, or whether they were thinking that maybe this person was manifesting them. But either way, they started to think about this person pretty shortly before they established contact. And basically what happened was that they said that they were aware that the person that they manifested, which was maybe more accidentally than I think they realized, was someone who always thought that if they stopped talking to somebody, that this person would eventually come back. Now, it didn't matter. It was family, friends, relationships, whatever. So this other person always had the belief that people would come back to them. But the person that the success story is from was probably the first person that never happened with. They were just like, no, I'm done. I don't want to do this, whatever. And so they kind of were talking about how they were ruminating on that thought a little bit. And we're like, yeah, wait a minute. Like they always told me, everybody comes back, but I'm not doing that. And I wonder if I just live in their head rent free because they must really miss me because I'm the first person that never came back. Lo and behold, this other person ran into a mutual friend. And mind you, this was after a whole year, a random place, ran into a mutual friend and was like, you know what? I've been kind of thinking about this person. Like, I really miss them and I wish I could talk to them again. So they basically thought about it. And I think they said they weren't 100% sure. I think they said it took like 2 to 3 days or something. And within 2 to 3 days, this person ran into a random acquaintance that they had in common and relayed that they missed this person and would like to establish contact with them. Now, from what I understand, again, the person that the success story is from really has no desire. They're manifesting other things, but this just randomly came up. I don't think they have any desire to actually kind of talk to them again or whatever. But I just wanted to share this success story for you to understand that A, this is really how quickly it goes. B, it can be as random as that, just thinking about something. But I know that they had this really firm assumption that the other person was probably thinking about them all the time and probably wanted to reestablish contact. And C, yes, it can happen as randomly as running into somebody or having a third party relay the message to you. So whenever you are questioning whether your specific person, and again, that can be anybody, right? But whether your specific person is getting your thought transmission, they are getting it. If you are making it a set assumption, and that's the thing, people are always like, well, I did thought transmission, but it didn't work right away. I will make a different story about this because I know somebody and I actually helped them. They manifested no contact to marriage really, really quickly, okay? And I was actually able to speak to this specific person. And they told me that they started thinking about that person again the day that they started manifesting them. Now, this person was journaling, I believe, if I remember correctly, but it doesn't matter. It literally started that day, but they said it took them a while to act on that because the other person was wavering a lot, first of all. But second of all, because they weren't super consistent, it took them a while to turn that into an assumption, okay? But at the end of the day, they still got what what they wanted. So just be mindful that yes, they are getting your thought transmission. Yes, they are getting your assumptions and your like affirmations and your journaling and whatever you are doing. And just because you're not seeing immediate action doesn't mean it's not happening. That other person could have thought about, reaching out to them for days before they ran into this mutual friend. Again, I don't think that the person that the success story is from is going to do anything about it, but that doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I know a lot of people who want to manifest people just for the fun of it, even if they don't want to talk to them anymore. But just be mindful that it always works. It works immediately. There's, stuff that's going on in the background. And this could have happened at any time. Okay, again, small town. Why didn't they run into them sooner? Why didn't they just reach out to them? Because again, they were also sending out the vibes of like, well, but I'm not reaching out. That's kind of what makes me special, I guess. So what did the subconscious do? It still created a situation that didn't put them in the position where they needed to respond, but it put them in the position that they got confirmation that they are still living in this person's head rent-free, whether they like it or not. So now they can, do whatever they want with that. But if you are manifesting someone you are not in contact with, please do not think that they're not receiving it or things aren't happening or couldn't be happening. They could happen in the most random, weirdest ways possible. And I actually spoke to someone a while ago. They just celebrated their 5-year anniversary with their person, I believe. And they literally told me that they one moment to the next switched and were like, you know what, I'm single and I want to date this kind of person. I want them to look this way and I want them to be this way, which was completely out of character. It was completely like a different type than they've ever would even like look at. And they said it took about 3 to 4 days and they met them at a random bar through mutual friends again. And this is a person who always hung out with his friends, always. So the fact that they just met then when they were technically in the same friend group this entire time, again, they switched perception, reality, and this person could have been around before. They were just never in their field of perception because their subconscious didn't pull them in, didn't notice them. It doesn't matter how you want to slice it. But the second they made that decision, it came in. And they were also looking for someone like the person that manifested them. Again, your subconscious is always listening. It's always reaching people because they were immediately super receptive, even though the person that was manifested initially was not looking to date. They were not in a good place before, but when they met the person that manifested, and again, that was like an accidental manifestation because they didn't know about the law of assumption at the time, but it doesn't matter. When they met them, they were receptive, and that's all that matters. So if you are not seeing things right away, don't give up. Keep at it. It doesn't matter how long you've been in no contact. It doesn't matter what the situation is. It literally doesn't matter what your outside circumstances are. I have seen quite a few comments recently as well about manifesting celebrities. I even had someone ask me if they could manifest being an idol, and I would like to point out, yes, you can, by the way. I don't know if you want me to make a separate video about actually becoming a celebrity, not dating one, but becoming one. But I can make an updated one how to manifest a celebrity because I made a TikTok about it. Yeah, sorry for the little rant. I made a TikTok about it the other day, kind of listing out the celebrities that I met. And I had to call my mother to clarify because I legit did not remember all the celebrities I manifested. And I got a comment. They were like, well, did you just manifest running into them? No, I manifested working for them, being friends with them, casually running into them, winning meet and greets, just ending up backstage at certain places. I manifested free tickets. I manifested people coming to my house and hanging out. There are a host of things that I can tell you about manifesting a celebrity because they're just a person. Please stop putting them on a pedestal. They're just a person, okay? Sorry for the little side rant, but yeah, I hope these couple of success stories kind of help you realize that it doesn't matter where you are at in your journey. Things can literally shift overnight. Now, obviously with this success story, the person wasn't really super invested in it and they didn't care whether it came true or not, but that doesn't matter. The only thing that the somewhat nonchalant attitude that this person did was make it a quicker assumption because they just assumed that this person again was thinking about them all the time. They were living in their head rent-free. That's the only thing they did. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you are super invested or not. The outcome will be the same. It's just about how quickly can you make it an assumption. And if you have certain, emotional barriers, you just need to retrain your subconscious more. That's all it is. Your subconscious is just filtering it out a little more if you are more emotionally invested because it's trying to protect you. We'll make a video on that. I'm sure everybody wants to know about that. Or if you are just nonchalant. And that's the thing. You can even you can gaslight your brain into being nonchalant about it. You can literally say, you know what? Yeah, I'm manifesting this person or I'm doing this, that, and the other, but I live in their head rent-free. I don't even give a you know what about them. I don't care. Like, they can do whatever, but I know this. I don't care. I know they want to hang out with me. I know they miss me. I know they want to talk to me. I know they want to like give me a raise if it's your boss. I don't know. So you can even make it as nonchalant as possible. The less emotionally invested you are, technically, the better. Again, it doesn't matter if you are, because I understand certain situations are a certain way. But if you can kind of take a step back from it and be like, you know what, this is like literally inconsequential and it means nothing to my life in a greater scheme of things, the better off you are. Because one thing I will say, and I really hope this is like, if you take nothing from this video, please take this from this video. There is not a single person on the planet that is worth your heartbreak, your upset, your tears, because at the end of the day, everybody is replaceable except for you. So put yourself on the pedestal, and that doesn't mean you can't manifest it, you don't want to manifest them, but don't make it seem like your world is gonna crumble if you don't get this specific person, because you could literally manifest 50 clones of them. There's 50 people just like them or better. Keep that in mind, because that will help you manifest them at the end of the day. Don't focus on them so much when you are, and this is literally especially for the people who are super stuck on people, super focused on them, and like, if I don't fix this, I will never find someone like them ever again. Or if they're causing you incredible anxiety in terms of like, oh, what if I lose them? What if I never get them back? Maybe they have a third party, whatever the case may be. Nobody is worth your anxiety and your peace of mind, okay? Keep that in mind, and I promise you it will help you manifest them so much easier, because nobody is irreplaceable. I promise you they're not. You're the one who's irreplaceable, so treat yourself that way, treat your manifestation that way, and treat them that way. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and I will see you guys in the next video.